There's been some criticism of the South Vietnamese tactics. For the past week, many of these troops have been sitting literally in the same foxholes. Obviously, the North Vietnamese have zeroed in on the South Vietnamese positions.
In a similar position to this to the south, we were 2 weeks almost in the same position. Just couldn't go. Maybe took 500 or 600 casualties before we even gained an inch. I'm not saying that their tactics here are perfect and that other people might not do them differently, but our battle is the Battle of Highway 13. We must clear the road. And we could take this battalion and move them 300 meters off, and we could walk them up to An Loc. But that doesn't get the road clear for us.
Today, the counterattack has begun. It's begun with airstrikes in the morning, followed up by, at exactly 13:05, by what they call an arc light. An arc light is a B-52 strike. 3 bombers flying miles in the sky, way above visual range, drop 60 tons of high explosive. It arrives simultaneously in an area 1 kilometer wide and 2 kilometers long. The impact of the arc light was deafening. After 35 minutes, the South Vietnamese infantry moved in. The enemy were believed to be so close that it wasn't possible to bring down artillery support. They just pushed their way forward, supported by armored personnel carriers, with American jets providing air cover close ahead. It seems that the South Vietnamese army and their American advisors were right. We are in contact with elements of at least 2 North Vietnamese regiments in this sector. It's up to the South Vietnamese army now to see if they can shift the North Vietnamese from their positions which block this vital road to An Loc. If they can do that, then one of the most epic sieges in the history of warfare, and certainly in the history of this war, will be raised.